in the meantime, like I mentioned, you are talking about this other university announcement here in the Queen City. And if you were with us here earlier this hour, Queen's University and Elon University are going to merge together, this collaborative merge.
Yeah.
This announced this morning, a historic day. What are the details of this merger,
I was
Miles?
going to say universities. Are we saying that
Yeah,
all together? Right?
University, yeah, university.
Either one.
What do you
one.
call it?
Yeah, either
Queen's
one.
Elon?
But this is a huge deal, though, too, because, I mean, we're talking about a school with Queen's University that's got roots that, I mean, have stemmed for
History.
almost 100 years, especially in the Charlotte area, and then Elon with their hands-on experience, so, too. So both these universities bring something when it comes to the higher education portion of it, and so to kind of see these two collide there, it's a very interesting impact that we'll see once it hopefully all the way goes through within, I think, next year is when they're expecting for this to kind of be finalized and to go into effect, and so very, very interesting. And so I kind of got the chance to go through the presser, and we're obviously still vetting through some of the sounds with that announcement this morning.
Yeah.
But for example, Elon University, they're both bringing something to the table, right?
Right.
Elon University, they mentioned that they have over around like 3,000 alumni in around the Charlotte area that either live here or work here. And so they want to kind of see those numbers continue to grow, but also see that impact. And again, like I just mentioned, we talked about Queen's University and their roots of over 100 years of providing that education, trying to bring those two powers together and hopefully, obviously, keep up with what's really this is all about, keeping up with the ongoing growth that we're seeing in Charlotte now, but we're also expected to see over the next 9 years. They're just trying to stay ahead of the curve here when it comes to this merger.
So a super merger to compete with other higher education institutions, right? Do we know, is it Elon University, Queen's University? What's the structure of that? How are they going to maintain their identity?
Yeah. I think those are still the things that they're still working to kind of finalize and whatnot, though, too. We know that both presidents spoke at Queen's University this morning about this announcement, and obviously a lot of excitement surrounding that as well. But again, they talked about just the amount of growth that we have seen here, and they don't want really the education or really the possibility for people to have access to that education to be lingered behind there. So the more they can kind of stay up to the ball when it comes to this, the better they can obviously provide that hands-on experience, but also keep their good ties when it comes to the alumni around the Charlotte area and the impact, not just living here, but working in Charlotte. Huge plus, and like I said, they want to go ahead and try and stay ahead of that curve as best as they can.
Let's talk about financial terms. Is this going to cost any taxpayers or students extra dollars? What do we know about the money?
I don't think it's anything that's going to change as far as the money is impact of things. I think it's just them collaborating their resources and institutions again, as far as expanding that accessibility. And so don't see a whole lot of changes when it comes to the financial part of thing, which is a good thing when we talk about obviously how expensive universities and colleges can be. But obviously still a lot of things that are still working out to kind of get finalized and ironed out between now and obviously next year as well. So.
Did they talk about what students might expect to see? Are there going to be any disruptions in their education?
I don't think there's going to be any disruptions.
Everyone seemed to be smiling during
I was to say everything seems to be
event.
going in the right direction. Like again, I think everything for the most part when it comes to their structure will all remain the same. It's just like, for example, when we talk about UNC and the opportunities in the colleges they have here, we obviously have the university here. You also have Chapel Hill and a couple other ones as well. Just that expansion as far as those resources and opportunities is something that these two are taking advantage of right now.
All right. Well, we saw some local legends there. Hugh McCall was there speaking. Like I said, everyone was smiling, so it seemed like a very positive and exciting time for both Elon and Queen's University. As you mentioned, hundreds of years, over 100 years of tradition here in Charlotte. Miles, when is your story going to air today?
We actually have a couple hours, so we're going to air at 4 and again at 5 o'clock today.
All right, very good. I'll see you at 4 o'clock on WCNC Charlotte.
Thank you, Jane. I
Thank
appreciate it.
you, Miles.